Good morning everyone. Today we will learn Class 9 Chapter 1 India Size and Location. So let us begin. Let me take the slideshow first. Yes. Let me take a pen. So before we begin this chapter, India Size and Location, or from the title of the chapter, it is clearly noticed that from this chapter we'll understand the size and location of India, and so as it is given in the picture. So let us see what is there. So India as a country, it is one of the ancient civilization in the world. There are different civilization we have read, like Chinese civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, then Egyptian civilization are there, Egyptian. So there are several civilization we find while learning history, civics and geography. So overall social science, when we learn, we have already studied up to class 8. There are various civilization we had talked about. These civilizations, one thing is common, that is rivers. So most of these civilizations were settled along a river basin, correct? So India was one of them. The ancient rivers are Indus, Ganga or Ganges, whatever you would like to say, Brahmaputra. So these are the three important rivers of India we have. After this chapter, when we start drainage system, which is either in second or third chapter of class 9 standard CBSE curriculum, you will know about these rivers and their tributaries, what are the different formation of landform they formed. So all those we will learn later on. So first thing first, India is one of the ancient civilization in the world. It has achieved multifaceted socio-economic progress. What does this word multifaceted refers to? That means various scope are there, multifaceted socio-economic progress. That means we are progressing in agriculture, we are progressing in manufacturing industry, as well as we are progressing in technology, we are progressing in production of different kinds of good. So this is how we have achieved multifaceted socio-economic progress. Socio-economic, that means socio, one word comes, another word economic. So when your economy is good, then only your lifestyle will be nice, your standard of living will be good enough. So this is what socio-economic. That means who are there in our society? We human being, we interact. So how do we live in the society? That is the social thing comes. And economy. So economy and social, these two words are interrelated. Clear? So next comes, it has moved forward, displaying remarkable progress in the field of agriculture, industry, technology and overall economic development. So what is agriculture? We have seen in the field of agriculture, green revolution এসে গেল. So green revolution, after green revolution we have modernized, mechanized agriculture. So we have HYV seeds, we have technology, we have different machineries. With by using one machinery we can cuddle down 100 labors work. So we are not paying more to the laborers, we are investing money on the machineries. So this is how we are having greater production, great amount of production we have, irrespective whatever food crops you are producing, rice, wheat, maize, whatever it is, oil seeds. So we have huge production has already increased. Industries are known as backbone of a country, right? Industries are known as backbone of a country. So we have, after independence, we have developed industries also. Yes.
So industry is very good in overall economic development. Now Bangalore is known as Silicon Valley of India, and it was the first technological hub in India, and after that we have Gurugram, Chandigarh, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata, many mega cities has become the technological hub of India, and they are grabbing business from abroad to India. So we are earning money. So this is how economic development is going on. Are we clear? And let me clear the board a bit because it is a little bit clumsy. Yes. So the third point says it is significantly contributed to the making of world history. Now how come we have made world history? Initially we were colonized by East India Company, United Kingdom. Okay, they have come from United Kingdom. They ruled us for almost more than 200 years, and after that during World War I, World War II, we had a role in these things. We had to fought against some other country because we were ruled by the British rulers, and they have divided our country into two halves, and we were facing some problem. So all of these things, and if we not talk about modern history, if we talk about ancient history, medieval history, Mughal period, Sultan period, all these you will see that India has contributed very significantly in the world history, and we are one of the ancient country in this world. Clear? So this is how India has given or contributed a significant role. Now India is a vast country that we know, and it is lying entirely in the northern hemisphere. Now to understand northern hemisphere, let me tell you something, that if it is I'm very bad at drawing sometimes when I'm using pen tablet, but I think you will understand, those who want to understand actually. So if you try to understand, okay, so this is part of Asia, Africa, South America, North America, and here somewhere Sri Lanka, some other island countries are there, Oceania. Okay, so this is how we have our world. So if you observe that there is from the middle there is a line which we call 0 degree or equator. Now what equator actually does, ek to equator sun gives direct sun rays. Okay, sun gives direct sun rays on equator. That is one significance of equator. Another is equator divides earth into two equal halves. Above portion is known as northern hemisphere, and the lower portion is known as southern hemisphere. Okay, so India lies in which hemisphere? Northern hemisphere. Now there is another line. This is the equator is latitude. So the Leta Hua line, that means the east-west line or the Leta Hua line is latitude we know. Now let us come to the north-south line. Okay, so this north-south line is known as prime meridian. Okay, this is also 0 degree. 0 degree prime meridian. So the north-south north-south line 0 degree, it is of prime meridian, and east-west line 0 degree, that is of equator. Clear this thing? So this line, north-south line, also divides earth into two hemispheres. What are these? Western hemisphere and eastern hemisphere. So if you try to understand the location of your country, that is India, it resides in northern hemisphere, and also in some books, articles you will find Southeast Asian countries. Okay. So in Southeast, in the list of Southeast Asian countries also India comes. Clear? Why so? Because it lies in Eastern Hemisphere also. Okay, so northern and eastern part. Northern Hemisphere and eastern part. So location understood. Now let us come to the latitude and longitude. Now when it comes latitudes and longitude, it is of the खड़ी हुई line is longitude, north south line, and the लेटा हुआ line is of or latitude जो कि west to east है. Hello, so the location of India starts from 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north. Clear? And 60 68 degree 7 minute east, ठीक है, to 97 degree 25 minute east. So this is what the location. Now why we need this two grid like thing? Because when the latitude and longitude meets in a certain point, then only we can find out the location of that particular place. That's why you need these two coordinates, like from 8 degree 4 minute, okay, 8 degree 4 minute to 37 degree 6 minute north, again 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east. So this coordinator is important to find out the exact location of a particular place. Otherwise, we won't be calculating time correctly. Okay, the last point given in your NCERT book, first page. Okay, everyone open your textbook, see the first page, you will find all these. This one is in do you know portion. Okay, so do you know, since the opening of Suez Canal in 1869, India's distance from Europe has been reduced 7,000 kilometer. How much reduced? 7,000 kilometer. Now the question occurs that where is this Suez Canal? Where is the location of this Suez Canal? Let me draw it nicely. Day by day my drawing is becoming horrendous. Okay, so here we are. Clear? So this is what, so this place, these are the European area, this is Africa and Arabian Peninsula, then comes somewhere here India. Clear? So this is how the map used to look like in the ancient time. Okay, during ancient time or even in the medieval age also, if somebody wants to visit India from Europe, some part of Europe, how did they actually navigate? They actually covered or roundabout move Africa and then try to visit India, vice versa, the same thing. So it is of a huge distance one has to cover and it cost much. Okay, the distance is very huge, very far. Okay, it was very far then. So to solve this problem, what in the year of 1869, what happens that here near the Red Sea, here in Red Sea, we have Suez Canal. So we can easily navigate from this canal to Mediterranean Sea and likewise we can reach Europe. So this is the location of Suez Canal, and that's why now if somebody wants to visit Europe, they can easily, by waterways, they can easily move from this area to the European nation. So 7,000 kilometer distance is reduced. Cano reduced? It reduced by the formation or the cutting of Suez Canal. So moving on to the next. Now here's the world map we have. Now what to show you? To show you the exact location of India. Now you see the world map given in your atlas book or in your textbook. You will find India is located here in the Southeast Asia and in the northern hemisphere. Now see the location. When we talk about longitude, it is of, this is the longitude we have, that means 6, then comes the latitude we are having. Okay. Clear? So the location what we have studied, 68 degrees 7 minute east to 97 degree east. So how much gap we are having from east to west corridor? If you find west and east distance in degrees, it is coming 30 degree. Clear? And we are having the longitude is 8 degree to 37 degree approximately north, approximately. So this is what the location of India in the world map. So you have to memorize the location because it is comes in several exam. Location is very, very important. So you have to understand this, and the gap between the easternmost area and the westernmost area, that means this part and this part, sorry. So this distance is of 30 degree, you must know. Okay. So let us come to the next slide. Now let us understand that, okay, we have understood the location. Now we are about to see the size. Okay. World's top 10 largest countries by area. কোন কোন দেশ সবথেকে বড় in the world? First is Russia. It is very important for several competitive exam. Which is the largest country, and what is the position of India on the basis of the geographical area. Okay, I am not talking about the population, I am talking about geographical area. On the basis of geographical area, which country is largest? From the map, by observing only, you can see Russia. After that comes Canada, then comes United States, after that China, Brazil is in South America, Australia. Now Australia comes under the smallest continent we have, that is Oceania, which is the smallest continent. Clear? Which is the smallest continent we have. Now, which are the countries make Oceania? Australia, New Zealand, Tasmania, Papua New Guinea, and several other small islands are there. So these are making Oceania. Now Australia is also a country. Australia comes in 6th position, and our India, hamara pyara Bharat. So India, on the basis of geographical area, it is in the 7th largest country. It is in the 7th position. Okay, the landmass of India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometer. India's total area accounts 2.4%. Bas 2.4% of the total world's geographical area. Ittusa. So India has a land boundary of 15,200 kilometer. So if you talk about the land boundary, let me draw somehow by this. So our land boundary is of 15,200 kilometer. Now if you talk about the coastlines including the island groups, there are two island groups, Andaman Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep Island, along with the coastal line from here, okay, see minutely, from here to here the coastal lines we have, along with the island groups we have 7516.6 kilometers. So thus it is a country which is also called as subcontinent. Clear? Indian subcontinent bolte हैं ना, Indian subcontinent. Clear? Moving on to the next slide. Any doubt? If there's any doubt, do share it to me with the comment section and I will respond instantly. Okay? Moving on to the next slide. Now let us come to the latitude longitude. Latitude longitude extent, I have already said that the extent of the mainland is about 30 degree. That means we will start from here to here. It is 68 degree and 97. So what it's coming? 30 degree difference is coming. Despite this fact, east-west extent appears to be the smaller one. So it is 2933 kilometer. That means east-west corridor. Okay. In the east, we have Kibuthu, that is the last point of the mainland, and in the west we have Guhar Moti. Okay, what? It is Guhar Moti, that is present in Kutch. Kutch is in Gujarat. So this portion of Gujarat is known as Kutch. This portion of Gujarat is known as Kathiawar. Clear? And this location is known as Kibuthu. So Guhar Moti to Kibuthu distance is 2933 kilometer. Whereas the north-south corridor, okay, this distance is more, that is 3214 kilometers. Okay, we will not forget, right? Very important topic. Different MCQs comes in boards, even in class 9 exam, in boards, in competitive, wherever you will go. All of these questions are from static GK. You will get to see this. Okay, so keep it in your head for next 10 years if you want to grab a job. Okay, moving on to from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, there is a time lag of 2 hours. Now what is this time lag? Why there is a time lag? Let us understand that, let us visit class 6 once. Okay, so in class 6 there was time sums, lat long chapter, there was longitude and time sums. Kichu mone pollo? There was longitude and time sums. Okay, so we have seen over there were two rules. One is when we are moving to east, we will add a day, and when we are moving to west, so we will deduct a day. Yes or no? We have read this now. And the third thing is 1 degree longitudinal variation or the difference causes 4 minutes of time difference. Okay, I am writing in short, but if you are noting it down, you will do it in full. Okay, follow my words and do it in full. Otherwise, the next time you will sit with your copy, you won't understand anything. Okay, so 1 degree longitude difference causes 4 minutes of time difference. Then the difference of 30 degree, in the previous slide we have read that this point to this point difference is 30 degree. So you use simple arithmetic and do that 30 degree longitudinal method, unitary method you will follow, that 30 degree longitudinal difference will cause 4 into 30 minute time difference. So what comes 4 multiplied by 30? 120 minute. Now 1 hour equals to 60 minute if it is, then 120 minute equals to 2 hours. Yes or no? 60 minute comes for 1 hour, then 120 minute comes for 2 hours. Clear? 60 into 2, 120. So 2 hours. So this is how from east, west, extreme west to extreme east, the time difference is of 2 hours. That's why somebody is staying over here and having a sunrise on 4 a.m. and somebody, one of his friend only staying over here, if he called up him and asked that when was your sunrise today, he will say at 6 a.m. Why? Because there is a 2 hours of time difference, because we have 30-degree difference in east and west. Are we clear up to this? So this is why we have time difference. This question comes in class 9, very important question, and in some competitive exam also for general knowledge purpose, or those who are preparing for KVS and VS. So this question is very important. This comes in CTET as well. Okay, those aspiring teachers, okay, you must be preparing for CTET. So CTET TGT, this question comes several times, okay, in last 5 years. So why do we have Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh 2 hours of time lag? Understood? Let us come to the next point. Now here from we will understand that standard meridian. What is the standard meridian? What is the value of our Indian standard meridian, and where it actually located? Okay, so 82° 30' east, this line what you see on the screen now. So actually this line is 82° 30', which is actually located near Allahabad, or the actual location is Mirzapur, you can say, which is these places in UP, okay, Uttar Pradesh, and it is 82° 30'. So here we have got that Arunachal Pradesh is facing sunrise in 6 a.m. another is facing at 8 a.m. So like that it will differ, because sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So this is how time will change. But to run a country, if all the provinces in the north, south or east, west, everybody has different time, then how do they match their schedule? How do they catch their buses to office or schools, colleges, or any kind of work purposes? So to avoid such inconvenience, each and every country has a specific time zone or a standard meridian of that particular country. Now India has only one IST or standard time, which symbolizes the 82° 30' east. Am I clear? So this line. Whereas there are some countries, Russia is the largest country, USA, Canada, Australia, all these countries which are having a huge east-west stretch, okay, which are having a broad east-west stretch, they have multiple time zones like 7, 11, 6, 5. So multiple time zones they are having, because they need to avoid the inconvenience created by different times at different place. Up to this, is it clear? So the latitudinal extent influence the duration of day and night as one moves from south to north. So these are the reasons, okay, time related things, time and longitude related things what we needed to study from this chapter we have studied. Very important thing, okay, do study. Moving on to the next thing. So here we are seeing prominently where is 82° 30'. Let me correct it, otherwise you will feel confused. It is 82° 30' east, and it just very close to Mirzapur. This is the particular location we have, and if you want to draw it, okay, because in class 9 we see it comes in map pointing, okay. So how will you map? Because here we will use a trick. So here you will see in Nepal there is a break point. Okay, so we will use this point, another break we will use here, and the point very close to Sri Lanka. Whenever you are using outline political Indian map, you will find Sri Lanka is somewhere here. Sri Lanka is somewhere here, and you will just touch this southeastern boundary of Sri Lanka, and you will make a straight line joining all these 4 points. Okay, then you will get perfect 82 degree 30-minute east, and no one will cut your marks. Are we clear? So moving on to the neighboring countries. Here what are our neighboring countries we find? Neighboring countries. So Afghanistan, Pakistan in the west. Okay, third is China, Nepal, Bhutan. Here also, this side also China. So 3 countries in the north. Clear? And Bangladesh, Myanmar, 2 countries in the east, and in the southern part we have just below Lakshadweep you will find a small point, okay, somewhere below. To make you understand, I am drawing very close by, but it is a little bit far. So this is Maldives, and another we have Sri Lanka. So these are the 2 island countries we have as our neighboring countries. Okay, so how many neighboring countries? 1, 2, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 neighboring countries if you see. And Nepal act as buffer zone. Now what is buffer zone? A country which is in between 2 strong countries. India is strong, China is also strong, and this country take help from either side. So this is known as buffer country. Here from what information we can gather that Bhutan is world's peaceful country, is world's cleanest country. So all this you are getting. So this is how each and every videos will have static GK portions also, as well as CBSE NCERT textbooks complete discussion. No points will, I will not skip any point written in the CBSE NCERT, because for competitive exam we all of us know that CBSE NCERT books are the key to the success you want. Okay, so do not skip any part of this video, because this video gonna help you so much. So let us come to the last point of mainland. Okay, now this topic is very important. It is part of static GK for your competitive exam, as well as those who are studying in board classes, they must know. So the north-south corridor. In the northern part we have Indira Col, that is in Ladakh. This part is Ladakh. So the top part, that is Indira Col. Then we are coming to west, that is Guhar Moti. I have already mentioned it earlier in the previous slide. Guhar Moti, that is in Kutch, Gujarat. And then in the south we have Kanyakumari in the mainland of India in the southern part. And in the east, in Arunachal, we have Kibuthi. Okay, so these are the 4 points in the mainland which are known as last point. Now you will ask, ma'am, I went to Ladakh, there I have seen Thang. So everyone was saying Thang is the last village of Ladakh. Okay, then you will go to Uttarakhand, you will find, ma'am, I went to Uttarakhand, there was I went to sorry, just a minute. Yes, you will ask, ma'am, I went to Uttarakhand and there was another village called Mana, and everybody was saying that Mana is the last village. Yes, So this is how in each and every frontiers we have last villages, because these are the frontiers or the border lines we share with the neighboring countries. And the last point of mainland, what we have told, these are the last point in the north-south corridor. So Indira Cold connects with Kanyakumari and it is of 3214 kilometers distance. It is known as north-south corridor. Whereas when Guhanmoti and Kibuthu are connected and it is of 2933 kilometers, it is known as east-west corridor. Okay, and in several other village like in Arunachal we have another village called Tawang. So this is how, okay, this is how we are having, and all these points are very very important for your upcoming exams. So do take a note. Moving on to the next slide. Now the questions given in the NCERT book. Why 82 degree 30 minute east has been selected as the standard meridian of India? So India is a vast country. Longitude differs from east to west is 30 degree. We have already discussed it. But for revision, I am again, making you understand that this 30 degree difference causes lags of 2 hours. How come? If 1 degree causes 4 minutes, then 30 degree causes how much? 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. So that's why, which is Indian Standard Time, IST 82 degree 30 minute east, which lie in Mirzapur, Uttar Pradesh, very close to Allahabad. Okay, very close to Allahabad. Next question is, why is the difference between the duration of day and night is hardly felt at Kanyakumari but not so in Kashmir? India is a vast country. Latitudes differs from north to south extent that duration of day and night differs from place to place. Kanyakumari is the, where do Kanyakumari lie? It is the southernmost part of India. Here it is Kanyakumari, and Kashmir lies in the northern part. Kashmir lies in the northern part here, and Kanyakumari lies in the equator, near the equator. It doesn't lie near on the equator, it is near equator. So it is very close to equator, and as sun falls vertically on the equator, that everyone knows that sun falls vertically towards on the equator, and the more it is going to the higher latitude, you will find that the sun rays are becoming diagonal. Okay. Thus, it is hardly felt duration of day and night. On the other hand, Kashmir is away from equator. That's why it is of extreme type of climate. That means in the winter season, we'll find the temperature is in minus. Another thing, Dras village in Kashmir, that is the coldest village of India. Okay, of Asia rather, second most coldest village of India and Asia. So this is how the temperature is very low over here in Kashmir, Ladakh, but as Kanyakumari or Tamil Nadu or Kerala, these are very close to equator, so the temperature always remain high. There is hardly felt any winter season in the southern part of our country. Okay, any question? If there is any question, do let me know through the comment section, and I will instantly reply to your answer, because I am doing videos for class 9 and 10 both classes each and every day, and those videos will be equally important and significant for the aspirants who are preparing for different government competitive exams. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. Now the most important question which comes in all the competitive exams, which comes several times it comes TGT, PGT, KVS, NVS exams. Okay, there are how many states? Okay, Tropic of Cancer passed through. There are 8 states. What are these? Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, Mizoram. So these are all the 8 states. Even a question comes when in my CTET, when I in the year when I qualified CTET, that time one question came that okay, these are 4 states. They have given you 4 option and they are asking which state do not, okay, Tropic of Cancer do not pass through from which state given below. Okay, so the answer will be Orissa. My answer was correct that time. So you can see Orissa is here and Tropic of Cancer is over here. So it doesn't touch. So Orissa will be the correct answer. So this is how question they prepare, government examination question they prepare. So very important topic, Tropic of Cancer. Because why it is important? Because it actually divides our country into 2 halves, northern part and southern part, where we see different type of climate. Different climate, because in the southern part there's no such change in winter and summer season. Every time they are facing high temperature because some of the states are very close to equator. But here in the tropics we have all the seasons. We feel summer, winter, spring, autumn, rainy season equally, and all those seasons are having emphasis. That's why Tropic of Cancer for our country is very important. We are agrarian country and these control our climate, control our temperature, our rainfall, and thus agriculture is also dependent on these climatic factors. That's why for studying India, Tropic of Cancer is very important. And which are the state? That is also very important question. So write it down. Okay, moving on to the next. Now one more thing is the do you know portion of NCERT book I'm using. So you will see the map I have attached over here. The yellow color is showing that the different provinces of India which were ruled by the local rulers or the hereditary rulers who acknowledged sovereignty in return for local autonomy. These I am talking about the pre-independence, when before 1947 there were 2 types of states. One was ruled by Britishers, another was ruled by locals or queens and kings, hereditary kings and all. So these are the 2 types. These ruled by some provincial kings and queens are known as princely provinces, and these were ruled by the Britishers, British officials or viceroys. They are different. So at the time of independence, what happened when Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel or some other constituents were making constitution, that point of time they saw that all over 500 princely states formed about 2/5 of territory and comprised a quarter of the population of colonial India. The decision to accede to either India or Pakistan was left to the rulers of the princely states. তার মানে যারা পাকিস্তানে যেতে চায় তারা পাকিস্তানে চলে যেতে পারে, যারা ইন্ডিয়ায় থাকতে চায় তারা ইন্ডিয়ায় থেকে যেতে পারে, কিন্তু তাদেরকে একটা কান্ট্রির মধ্যে আসতে হবে. Otherwise it is not possible for us to have accommodate all these 500 princely states. Okay, Kashmir dispute, all this, okay, all these things what we see, Kashmir dispute. So these are basically the result of this thing, that there were more than 500 of princely provinces, and our constitution members want to make country. So they suggested that if you want to go Pakistan, You may go. If you want to come to India, you may come, but you have to take the decision that where you have to go. And thus they need to make a huge country, or make a proper country which can be well admin by different peoples or different great rulers, or great minds we have got in our earlier history. So this is what. Moving on to the find out. So this chapter 1 I have completed today. There were some more information you will get to see regarding the trade, how come initially in India, where in the ancient times, how do the people travel and all. So there was a Silk Route, okay, from China. China people used to come, different travelers, traders used to come by the land area, and they connect to India. Some used to come through the waterways. So these are the things. From Afghanistan, intruders came through the land areas and attacked India. So these are some things you will read in history also. And how do traders comes, Silk Route, the mention of Silk Route is important. So these things I am not discussing, because already you have studied basically these things in class 6-7. Okay, so this I am not discussing. The important portion, the chunks of important things I have already discussed in this video. You can see one more time to understand it better. Let us come to the static portion, static GK. So how many states do we have in India? 28. The number of union territories? 8. In the year of 2019, I can't remember, it is early June or late May, we find that Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh become two separate union territory. Union territories, that means it is governed by central government directly. Okay, these are not state. Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, these are UTs. Okay, so the facilities, the benefits are more in UTs. So the people must be very happy of J&K and Ladakh. Largest state of India, that is Rajasthan. Next comes smallest states of India, Goa, state of India, Goa. Classify the states in 4 groups having common frontiers with Pakistan. So here it is homework, you will do it in comment section. Okay, comment me. পাকিস্তানের সাথে কোন কোন স্টেট বর্ডার করছে, চায়নার সাথে কোন কোন স্টেট, মিয়ানমারের সাথে কোন কোন, বাংলাদেশের সাথে কোন কোন স্টেট. So you just have to make 4 columns, give the title headings of the country names, and then write the state names which are bordering all these countries. And the largest it is not the word. So the longest border which country is having with India? Is having with India, that is Bangladesh. Why? Because to draw, if you will find that this is the area. Here it is Bay of Bengal, then here West Bengal, Sikkim, Assam, and the northeastern states are also there. So this area is the longest border we share with Bangladesh. Clear? Next come this 5th number question is your homework. You will do it in comment section. Name the union territories. So this question is also your homework. Do it in comment section. Again, what are these? Chandigarh, Delhi, Pondicherry, Dadra, Nagar Haveli, Diu Daman, Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar Island, J&K, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. So 3, 6, 7, 8. So how many are there? 8 UTs are there. Correct? Find out the location of Andaman and Nicobar Island, as I have made you understand that you need to find this coordinate to get that location. So in the use your atlas map to find out the location of Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep island groups from your atlas. Find India's population. India is highly populated. It is the second largest state in terms of population, so 141 crores, and population density is 382 persons per square kilometers. That means in a square kilometer area 382 persons or people are living. Clear? Okay, moving on to name the states which do not have any international border or lie on coast. So all the landlocked state you are having, like Madhya Pradesh, MP, okay, Jharkhand. So these are the states which do not have international border or lie on coast. Okay, so up to this for today. Read the chapter minutely, and in our second class we will surely start with the second chapter of class 9 CBSE NCERT book. Till then, keep learning. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, because you will get numerous static GK information related to geography. Thank you.